Hi, I'm going to play Die Forelle, the Trout, from Trinity College, Grade 1 book for 2020. There you are. So the Trout, Die Forelle, was written in the early part of the 19th century by Franz Schubert. He was one of the first composers of what's called the Romantic period of music. It's a period where expressiveness and emotion began to take precedence over order and structural form from the classical period of music. And this song, which the words are about someone watching a fisherman trying to catch a trout in a stream, but the trout's too quick and too clever for the fisherman. But in the structure of the original song, it has a background of a piano playing really sparkling little arpeggios. Something like that. So, and the piano notes really sparkle along, and it's designed to give an impression of the sunlight sparkling on the water or the rapid movements of the trout. So it's a very kind of music as expressing ideas and feelings and visual things. And the piece actually later on, Schubert wrote it as a much bigger piece of music called the Trout Quintet, and which became a very well-known piece of chamber music. But back to our little tune. We have a really lovely, graceful melody, and the instructions are to play gracefully at around 110 crotchets per minute. It's a very fluid, very lovely tune. So we play the tune as legato as we possibly can, and mostly the bass line under your thumb flows underneath it, just open strings, mainly D's and A's, but there's the odd E, or one odd E in there. So the first thing to notice, dynamically we're playing the whole thing mezzo piano with two tiny crescendos, possibly to mezzo forte in bar 14 and bar 18, just where we come up to the keynote D, and apart from that it's played mezzo piano gracefully, as I say, as smoothly as you possibly can. The bass line moves smoothly most of the way through, but there are two bars, again bar 13 and bar 17, where underneath the tune you'll notice that there's a full bar rest for the bass line. And so those bars, the melody on its own is left to stand out. And we definitely want to try, if we can, put a thumb back down on the bass string, or have our thumb on the bass string, so that those bits of music can stand out. So before them you've got okay. So I'll just stop that, do it again. That's the one in bar 13, and the one in bar 17, it starts the same, it's bar 16. That should be a C sharp. So just stop the bass note and let the tune hold your attention as you're playing it. I only have a little technical thing I'd add to this. The last thing I want to say about it is in bar 2 it gives you an instruction to play the A with finger 2 here. I find it much easier if I've practiced it to play the piece always using finger 1 on that 3rd string on the A there, because I can play finger 3 on the D here, finger 2 for the C sharp and the F sharp. And it just seems to fit more naturally in your hand to play the A with finger 1. Practice it anyway and see what you think. And that's enough from me on Di Forelle. Enjoy playing it.